You have to be okay with failure. It's okay to fail. My name is Josh Yarbrough, and this is my story. Honestly, since I came out the womb, I was always creative. I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, born and raised. I came from a loving household with two parents. They pushed me towards arts because they saw that's what I really liked. I did choir in high school my senior year, and I got really, really good at it. I knew, like, if anything, I could sing my way to a scholarship. So that's what I did. I came to University of Memphis on a music scholarship, but I had what you call like a small crisis. I just really started not to like it. Like, I didn't really get a lot of satisfaction from it as I thought. I was planning to change my major, and one day I went to choir practice, and my choir teacher at the time, his name was Dr. Ryan Fisher. He was like, we have an architecture department. And I said, we do? I didn't know Memphis had an architecture department at all. It was in this little building called Jones Hall. So I took a tour here around the architecture department. I got to see all the studios, all of the work, and then they invited me to a thesis presentation for a grad student who was graduating that year. And I went, and I just immediately fell in love with it. It was like a voice in my head saying, this is where you need to be. Architecture is its own world. Like, you speak a whole different language. The way I can talk to people who have done the same thing I did, I can't necessarily talk to others the same way. And if you really love it, like, you can't really think of anything else. It's weird because I go to bed thinking about architecture. Like, I'm literally sitting in the bed and I'm like, wow, that facade on that building's really nice. Let me draw something real quick. It takes over your mind. Like, architecture, when you start, it never stops. I graduated with a BFA in architecture and interior architecture in May of 2022. Grad school was just a whole nother ball game because of the amount of work that we get. It's a lot of work. I'm always here. My day typically starts at 8 in the morning and I don't leave the studio till about 8 p.m. at night. Pretty much every day or every other day. It is not for the faint of heart, because if you don't have thick skin, you can't do it. Every day you're coming up with this design, and a lot of times people love their designs and you can't marry your designs. You gotta learn how to adapt to change, because the world is always changing. Design is always changing. You're always doing iterations upon iterations. You gotta be comfortable with being told no, start over, try it again, because it's grad school. You can't make too many excuses in grad school. I really, really pushed myself to be way better than I ever was in undergrad, because I felt like I had another chance to kind of prove myself again and take it more seriously. Grad school is when I really realized I was meant for this. I made like the best of friends being in architecture school. Like, it started off as 55 of us, and then literally in the half of our first semester, we split all the way down to 26. And then we graduated with originally only 10 of us. Now that I'm in grad, only 2 of us originally from my first year is in this class. So we were a tight group of people because we're here 24/7 a lot of the time, so we know everything about each other. We're all going through the same things with each other. We take the classes at the exact same time as everybody else. We're in the studio at the same time. So we're all struggling together, laughing together. We're always giving critiques of each other because it's something that we do all the time. So I've made plenty of good friends and my best friends here while being in grad school. It takes a special kind of person to go through architecture school. It takes a lot of time, commitment, and so many sacrifices. But I love it. If I didn't love it, I promise I would not be doing this at all. The fact that you can draw or design something and then actually see it get built in front of you, it's like a really big accomplishment. Things I've learned in architecture as a whole is perseverance and adaptability. You have to push past your limits. Doesn't matter what's going on, doesn't matter how people feel, doesn't matter what's going on around you, family, friends, or whatnot. You have to keep going. Because at the end of the day, it's you that has to make these decisions, it's you that has to live your life, and you have to persevere, and you can't be scared. You have to be okay with change. You have to be okay with starting over. You have to be okay with failure. It's okay to fail. We fail all the time. In architecture school, we're always failing at something, but each failure is just another chance to make it better. You don't necessarily look at it as, oh, I failed everything that I just did. You look at it as, that didn't work, let's try something different.